Welcome to ColdForge. This is my Halo Reach modding passion project that I've spent the better part of a week working on. My goal was to make a homage to the Halo Combat Evolved Silent Cartographer mission, as well as Sidewinder from the multiplayer. Halo Reach has a severe lack of snow maps in it, and it took me a long time to piece together the assets to make a proper snow map, and I had to do a lot of custom work, especially with the weather, to get snow in because Halo Reach has very few snow assets in it. ColdForge is complete with an entire overhaul of the terrain textures, including the mountains, the grass. Everything is either snow or very light snowy rocks. The outside of the map has also been given the same treatment, which took a little bit longer as the skybox is kind of scattered in the game files, but nonetheless, it is there. The outside of the map matches the inside in what I believe to be a tasteful and appropriate manner. The weather has been given an overhaul. There is a very thick white fog around the map, as well as a constant snow falling from the sky. And of course, the water on the map has been converted into solid ice that you can drive on, forge on, do whatever you want on. Which also means the entire play area is expanded to be a lot bigger, which is a lot of fun when you're trying to have scarab wars. The vehicles on this map were really important to me. In Halo 3, we got a DLC map called Avalanche based on the Halo Combat Evolved map Sidewinder, but in this map, the vehicles were snowified, and I really liked the look of it, but I wanted to take it a step further, so I took inspiration from the Halo Custom Edition map Cold Snap, where all the vehicles were very white and snowy and had some interesting cool snow colors to them. So I decided to snowify all the vehicles on the UNSC side, and in the future, I might also do the Covenant side as well. The Warthogs are nice and white, they have a blue windshield, the Mongooses or Mongoose are white as well, the Scorpion, the Falcon, all UNSC vehicles are white, Pelican included, which I have lovingly named the Snow Pelican. The map isn't perfect yet, I've got some more work to do, which is why I haven't released it in this video yet. Like I said, if you subscribe, you will get notified when I upload the release video, which realistically is in a couple of days. So if you want to drive a Scarab and a Snow Pelican, maybe subscribe. Now, I'm gonna hop in game and actually show you what it's like to play on this map, so let's go take a look. So I actually find ColdForge to be more fun to play on than the original Forge world. While it may not be as bright and sunny and open, I actually find the sandbox environment of a snow map to be more interesting, especially when you have the ability to spawn in snowified things such as the Warthogs. Now, there are a few disadvantages to having a snow forge map, such as reduced visibility, but the atmosphere it provides is really unique, and it makes a certain type of forge map a lot more interesting and fun to play on. The biggest advantage to this, of course, is the expanded play area. I am able to drive and forge on this massive flat plane. The only downside to the original Forge world is that there isn't a proper flat area to play on. Now this is a true flat world style map, and I think that actually makes Forge World better off. On this map, of course, I don't just have the default vehicles. The Snow Pelican is here, looking as good as ever. That also means that my big vehicle project that I've been working on recently, the Scarab, is here as well, which is very fun, and having Scarab Wars with a buddy is going to be a very exciting thing. The fact that the map is big and flat and open out here means the Scarab has a whole lot of room to drive around, and I think that is really beneficial to the mod. Having a huge area for Scarab battles and large vehicle battles makes Forge World way more interesting. There's just something about looking over on the ice and seeing the foggy, snowy environment like this that really makes me think this is what modding Halo is supposed to be. Bringing back real Halo vibes and bringing back that feeling, if any of you Halo Custom Edition players are out there, of having that massive custom modded map. It's one thing to have a Pelican, it's another thing to have a Snow Pelican. These custom vehicles and these custom maps are what I really think makes modding special in Halo. And this is what makes me excited personally for future mods and for the future of Halo on PC as a whole. My future plans for this map is not just to have one Scarab and one Pelican. Like I had in my Ultimate Forge World map, I'm going to be adding the Longsword, the Phantom, the Spirit, and a whole lot of other stuff. That is what really makes me excited, and I hope that you feel the same way, because I'm going to do a whole lot more with this, even after the initial release. One of the things that I'm excited about for the future of this is making the scarabs destroyable. So you can have proper scarab wars where you can deal enough damage to the scarab where it gets destroyed and blows up, which means that you can have the wars and battles that you've always wanted. My friend Seraphacy, who's made the amazing AI mod that lets you play with AI and multiplayer with your friends, has agreed to add AI to this map, including snowy ODSTs and things like that. So if that excites you, then please look forward to the future of this mod because it is far, far from finished. As a longtime Halo fan, the visual of being on a snowy map in Halo Reach, driving a snow mongoose up to the bottom of a scarab, and then hopping right out and hopping into the scarab is something that I can hardly put into words of how excited it makes me. And I hope you feel the same way. And I hope that when I release this, you get that opportunity to feel the same thing and have an understanding of just how special this is to people who really, really like Halo and like custom content. Now, the reason I was able to pull off this entire mod is because this is not actually the first time that I've made a snow mod for a Halo game. Back when Halo Online, aka Halo 3 PC, was out for a little while before Microsoft copyright striked it out of existence, I made this mod right here, which is posted on my second channel, Halo Online Mods. Now, this Snow Valhalla was my passion project back then, which then led me to create ColdForge now, and I learned a whole lot about map texturing in Halo and how the material system in the game works from that, and it made this entire process so much easier. Now, the best part about this for me personally is that even though I made Snow Valhalla and later on Snow Sandtrap, I actually did my best work here with the Snow Forge world, aka ColdForge, and while I don't like to toot my horn too much, I really enjoy how this turned out, and I feel like it ended up being way more polished than I thought I could actually pull off. And seeing how I was able to improve over time was really satisfying for me personally. And the fact that I'm going to be releasing this for download so that you can play on it makes me happy and very satisfied with how this entire process has gone. And I'm really looking forward actually to seeing videos of people playing on this and hearing reviews and comments about what people think about this interpretation of Forge World being all snowy. And if you've watched this far in the video, I would love to hear in the comments what you'd like to see added into this version of my Forge World mod. I am planning on adding long swords and AI into it, but if you have some other ideas, I would love to know what you'd like to see in this mod. So definitely let me know down in the comments. Unlike some YouTubers, I actually do read the comments and there's a good chance that I'll see yours. If there's one thing I'd like to change or improve about this mod, it would be to do some custom texture work. If you have a really good eye, you'll spot that a lot of the items I have in my Valhalla mod for Halo 3 have custom texturing on them that I actually did in Photoshop. Unfortunately, Halo Reach doesn't have the capability of doing custom textures. However, there is talk that it will be possible in the future, so I would like to go through and retexture all the vehicles and weapons if that becomes possible. For now, though, I am still pretty satisfied with the shader adjustments I made to all the vehicles, as they actually turned out better than I could have hoped for. Now, this mod is not as big as Ultimate Forge was. If you look at the amount of time and dedication I had to spend, it's probably a bit bigger, but the actual amount of content that I'm going to put in this will be less. I'm going to specifically choose what custom vehicles and things that I want in this mod, meaning I'm not just going to add the Space Phantom and Space Banshees for the fun of it, unless I can find a good reason to, because I'd like this mod to be more balanced and I'd like this to actually make sense and have a theme to it. So I will probably make an Ultimate Forge version of this, but that's going to be a little bit further out into the future. For now, I just want to make sure the Longsword, the Snow Pelican, and maybe some Snow Covenant vehicles such as the Phantom and the Spirit are in here, the big boys and the important ones. And I'd also like to take this time to say thank you to everybody who downloaded and played Ultimate Forge. I love reading the comments, and we're at over 11,000 downloads on Nexus Mods right now. So thank you very much for that. I appreciate it a lot. Anyway, this video's gone in a while, and I'm glad that you actually made it to the end. You're crazy for doing so. Thank you for watching my videos. I appreciate your support, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.